Fuck your feelings.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fuck Your Feelings, the greatest podcast to ever exist, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
People don't share. I feel like people share niggas they don't know shit, but they don't be wanting to
the
share
shit that
all
they
the
know.
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's like,
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I want your shit to be successful.
I don't want your shit to be successful.
Fuck your podcast.
Fuck your podcast.
Yeah, fuck your podcast. Fuck your
Fuck
podcast.
your podcast.
I ain't sharing this. I'm on it and I ain't gonna share it.
Fuck your podcast.
But I mean, I've seen it. I've seen people be on it and don't share shit. I'm like, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Did you hear what she just said? She said she's on it and ain't gonna share
No,
it.
I was agreeing with her.
Fuck your
He don't
podcast.
share his own podcast.
I've seen it. Man, we got a phenomenal episode, man. I'm so excited, man. We got London Hughes.
Hello.
That's her real accent too, everybody. We got Decarlo.
Hello.
That's her real accent.
That is not my
Her real accent.
What up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
And we got Gary G. Thang Johnson.
Hello.
What was that?
And how you do?
Oh, wow.
That's my
Oh,
London
wow.
accent. That
That
was
was
Gary.
awful.
yeah, it was
That
terrible.
was terrible,
I'm
Gary.
never gonna get Idris' job.
Never, ever, ever.
You never gonna be the Black James
I'm
Bond?
never gonna
Never,
be
ever,
And you
it.
think that's the only reason why?
Oh.
Already shots fired.
Shots
this
fired.
early in the morning.
And
How?
Hey, you just walk right into that.
I had
walked
took you
right
off the
into
fuck
it.
up list.
Jesus Christ.
I had took you off the I'm gonna fuck you up list. But okay.
I
No
mean,
smoke.
Yeah.
I don't want no smoke.
I mean, sounds like you do want to say.
You know, I'm an angry black motherfucker. You hear me?
yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm disgruntled.
Gary, you're in the presence of ladies,
Yeah,
okay?
so you can't say
Keep it
motherfucker.
under control with your
Okay.
motherfuckers.
Okay, thank
Oh, there you have
Okay.
it. You heard the woman has spoken.
I'm actually a fan of the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Are you a
I
fan
love
of
that. I did a
Only
whole
curse word.
Instagram reel about who is the top 5, like the Mount Rushmore motherfuckers. Like Samuel L. Jackson is obviously the GOAT.
Come on now.
Like that is the coolest word. I say it corny. I be
Yeah.
trying to say it cool.
But then number 2 it had to be Bernie Mac because
You
he had a
gotta
whole
give
bit.
it to Bernie.
He had a
He
whole
bit
bit
on it.
after that.
Yeah.
Right?
If this
trying to
motherfucker don't
remember-
have my
Yeah,
motherfucking money, I'm gonna bust his
Yes.
motherfucker.
And
It
at
was-
this point,
it was
London
Sam,
has
it was
checked out.
Bernie,
London,
and I forgot.
London.
I forgot who the other ones that people were voting for.
I don't think I've ever used that word ever in my life.
Have you ever cursed?
No, I do. We just don't. It's just different in my accent. I don't even say the N word. I have never
Well, you
said the N
shouldn't.
word.
Yeah, London people can't say the N-word.
Yeah, it sounds too. It sounds
you
so racist
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
it's racist.
accent.
Yes,
Without trying, I will pronounce the hard R.
Go for it.
No, I'm not doing it.
She'll
So,
lose all her
we're good.
fans.
yeah,
No,
so I
no.
never say that.
But
oh,
do
mother.
black people say the N word in the UK, or
Not
y'all
really.
taught not to say it?
No,
Well, see, it's a
because we
cultural
respect
thing.
It's an
ourselves.
American thing.
We
It's
respect
an
ourselves
American
as a
black
culture.
thing.
It's
an American black
100%.
thing. It's
It's
not a worldwide thing.
No.
It's an American black thing.
And if black British guys do it, maybe rappers, like black British rappers, but it's only because they're trying to be like American.
Yeah, mimicking
Like,
American
Yeah.
black
Yeah,
culture.
no one,
Yeah.
none of my black male friends or black female friends ever say the N word.
But you want to know why y'all don't say it as much?
Why?
My opinion, y'all weren't brought over here as slaves.
Yeah.
And that word wasn't used within y'all culture.
Don't get
every
me
day.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. White people probably say it.
Oh,
but
they do say
I've
it.
never
They say
been.
it. They saying it now.
They saying it now.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah.
A British white person has never said that. That's the thing they know they cannot say around me.
Mm-hmm.
Like even my friends in school would not sing the rap lyrics around me.
I don't
Like,
even like light-skinned niggas saying it.
Oh,
you know what I
really?
mean? It's a
First of
dark-skinned sport.
First of all, we ain't
Really?
gonna start no light skin, dark skin.
Wow.
I'm not gonna start
over here.
that. I wasn't always
that.
light. I wasn't
We not
always
gonna do
dark
that.
skinned.
The
I wasn't
color
always.
wars.
The color war.
Hey,
It's the
what
color
Drake
wars.
say? I'm light
does Drake
skinned, but
say?
I'm dark skinned.
But you know what's so funny? The first
about
time I
Drake.
ever heard Drake say nigga,
Yeah.
I was a little taken aback.
I was very upset.
Oh really?
I
How do
was.
you guys feel about J-Lo saying it in the I'm Real song
I hate
with
her.
Ja Rule?
I hate her.
So, like, because that blew my
Yeah,
mind
I
when
hate
she
her.
said it.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can J-Lo say it?
Because she fucked Diddy, she thinks she can say whatever.
Right.
Fuck her feelings.
If you
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
cool.
Go for
J-Lo
it, G.
can't say it. Can Latinx people say it?
They say it anyways. They
Can
say
they
it
say
anyways.
it though? Can they?
Yeah, they can.
They say it
Okay, so
anyway.
how come light skinned people can't? If
They
that,
can.
Well,
No, they
I
can.
think he
can.
was just joking.
I'm just joking.
He was
Yeah.
definitely
Well, how you
just
know I was
joking.
joking?
Because this is light skinned black
your
woman.
spirit,
okay,
your
cool.
spirit
He
came,
don't want this smoke.
Hey, your spirit didn't came in here very.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna relax.
okay, I'm just saying.
This
I'm
ain't
gonna
divine.
relax.
I know.
I don't like colorism talk. I get light skin sensitive.
How come
Yeah.
light skinned people the most black power ish in
It's
America?
so true.
Start all the fights.
I can answer
Right.
that.
Why? Go for it.
Because as a biracial black person or light skinned black person,
Oh, so you
in
ain't really
American-
black?
No.
I'm joking. I'm fucking. I'm joking.
50-50.
I just said that because I
In
did.
American,
Uh-huh.
in our American culture,
Yeah.
light-skinned black people, especially biracial black people, are always under a microscope. Prove your blackness. I used to have this bit I did a long time ago about Alicia Keys. Like, she don't really talk like a rapper. She just
she
yo, because she's like coming out, proving her black,
Yeah.
And it's like, why do we do that to each other? Like, there's
It
one
ain't even
drop
a
rule.
whole lot of
That's
dark
sad.
skinned
You
niggas
black,
to play
you
the
black.
piano.
Like, you
So-
tell me one point. Shut up, G.
But in Britain, you
Only
wouldn't
light
be-
skinned niggas get that kind of privilege.
But it's
If they
interesting
mama
because in
said,
Britain,
you
you
gonna play the
wouldn't
piano,
she wouldn't be
motherfucker."
considered as black.
In
Say that again.
New
In the
York,
UK,
okay, too
you
much.
wouldn't be considered as black in the UK.
She
What do you
wouldn't.
mean?
No.
What? I don't know.
What would she be?
Mixed race. We'd
Should be
call
mixed
you.
race.
Mixed
Yeah.
race. Okay.
Oh, so that's all.
That's
their
the whole
own race.
thing. Yeah. There's black and there's mixed race.
They racist as
So
fuck.
like,
in
yeah.
London.
Right, but see, I was born in America, and we have American slave history,
Yeah.
right? So in our history, somebody explained to me at what point I was able to pull out the white side
Yeah.
and go, "Oh, I'm free." No, get your
Now let me ask you this: who's
free
white?
mulatto ass.
Who's white in your family?
My
Who-
mother.
Your mama's white. So yeah, you really is mixed. If your daddy was white,
And that's another thing. Is
Yeah.
But I grew up with a girl whose father was white and her mom was black, and then they would give her trouble about that. But at the end of the day, let's take a look at history. Was she being enslaved or not? Because you know who has never been questioning my blackness?
Who's that?
White people.
Exactly.
It's always my people.
Yeah.
It's always my people that have me under
you know
a
who
microscope.
always
It's
fighting
never
for
white
that?
people. They
you
know.
You
Right.
know who always fighting for that side to be black? Another nigga, Shang. Shang is the most
That's the
light-skinned,
homie.
angriest mixed motherfucker.
He ain't here to defend
my
himself.
No, he my nigga. Don't
So
get
I'ma
me
have
wrong.
to
Shang
defend
is,
him.
Shout out to
Shang is
Shang.
my
No,
shout out to
that's-
Shang. Shang
that's
my
the
dude.
boy.
But
That's
every
the
time
homie.
Shang gonna stay, he don't think I ain't. Nigga.
Because
We
it's,
see
Because
your
he's so
face.
light
it's
skinned.
always a
Very.
prove your
Really?
blackness thing.
Well, I feel like
in
that
the
about being British.
undertone of
I
it.
get called, like, African Americans don't think I'm black, which I find
we
offensive.
still don't. We still don't.
Yeah. Really? Yes.
We don't think you're British.
We don't think. Yeah, we don't believe.
accent is some bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I've had
From
debates.
Detroit.
I've had debates with African Americans that think that blackness is only an American thing. So if you're black,
Yeah.
it's because you're American. So because I'm not American, I'm not black.
Right.
I've had to have like real deep conversations and let them know how flawed that logic is.
Did you have any like
Absurd
guilt?
conversation.
So when you was growing up in the UK, was there any part of you that was like, I wish I was living in America?
Or every part of me, all of me.
Yeah.
I
Why?
wanted to be African American so badly, mainly because when it comes to UK culture and black culture in Britain, we didn't have anything of our own. So we weren't allowed, just like, you know, around here in America, how far it goes when it comes to, you don't see enough representation about black people on TV. You don't see enough black people in certain jobs. You don't see enough black singers, black rappers, whatever. In the UK, it's 10 times worse. So all my heroes were American. So, like, as a young
Well, they
black
should
girl,
be.
the first black person I saw on TV
Justin
was an
Harris.
African American person. So when I was a little kid, I thought to be on TV, I had to be African American.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the first black person I saw on TV was Aunt Viv in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, wow.
And then the
Okay.
music
Dark
I'm
skin.
listening to is American.
Did you date black men?
Yes, I dated black.
Have you
Why
been
you
with
say
any
that
of them?
with so
Yeah,
so
because
much
I'm
anger
dark.
and
I'm
venom?
black.
Do
I'm
you
black.
date
Black men.
dark
Damn it, I
skinned
want to
black
know.
men?
Do you have you been out with a white dude? Before?
Yeah, I used to date
See,
white
that's what I'm
guys.
talking about. See,
But
that's the
in
shit I'm
Britain,
talking
but the reason
That's
why...
the shit I'm
What?
So since
Why?
I moved to America, I've only been with black guys. But
Good.
when I was in London, my ex-boyfriends were white. But that is because of
shit I'm talking
internalized racism. There's a lot of black men in Britain that don't find black women attractive.
So who they
actually
date? Who did the black dudes date?
white women.
They date white women.
But you want to know why? You want to know why?
Why?
Yeah, I really want to know
Internalized racism.
It's easy
He's
pussy.
saying
No,
that.
it's easy pussy.
Wait, Justin, like, let me explain to y'all why I date white women.
Yeah. This is the thing. There's
And then
nothing
he
wrong.
killed his line.
There is nothing
Then he
wrong.
killed it at the end.
There's nothing wrong with dating white women or dating whatever. It's when you only date. I have black male friends that
Right.
literally only date white women.
I've
I've met black
I've
men in
never-
my field, in comedy, in the UK, that only date white women.
Look, you meet who you meet. You like who you like.
Yeah, I ain't never
But
been out
if
with a
She
white
did
woman.
white niggas. She did
If
white
you
niggas.
date- I haven't, but I'm
About to.
No, she too
back.
angry to
No.
date a white dude.
Hey,
She'll choke the shit
Look
out of a
at-
white dude. She would never be with a white dude. It would only be a black dude.
I mean,
Especially from who she dated.
Hey, Eminem. So anyway,
We listening.
you like who you like. You meet who
I
you
ain't
meet,
never-
right? If you're exclusive to like, and you're shut down, you're like, I'm not going to engage with this person
Yeah.
just because of their skin color.
Exactly.
Then you are also being just as racist as the
100%.
I'm
people
not
that you
being-
accuse of being racist.
I
100%.
never ever dated outside my race.
And that's
I'ma
okay.
tell you,
That's
and not that I'm racist. I love everybody, but I like black women.
and I'm happy to hear you say that.
because I like to argue.
Oh my
and
God.
with a black woman, I get a chance to get mine off, and she like, well, nigga, we sparring in this.
First
bitch.
of all,
And I love
So
it.
you're
First of
attracted
all,
to abuse.
I feel
you
like
can find abuse in all races.
That's
I love
therapy.
it.
You
Well,
need
no,
therapy.
well, I
for
ain't gonna
that.
take it from that other race. Goddamn.
Right. All black women are not angry, especially with our men. We hold our men down
Yes, sir. do.
better than most.
That's
Yes.
that's a
You-
fact.
But we get the worst rep when it comes to our men. It's
But
like,
listen,
wait
hold
a
on.
minute.
Let me, because I'm married to a black woman.
Yes,
so hear
Well,
me
make that known because earlier we thought you was defending your right to date white women.
No. I just said the reason why the black dudes in the UK are hooking up with so many white chicks is because it's easy pussy for them.
But that I
Yes.
don't think that's the case.
Very easy.
I think that's part. Trust me, I'm a
Very
guy.
well.
That's part of the case.
Obviously, that like the easy pussy thing is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like just having sex with white women is one thing. But when you actively date and actively marry outside of your race, and you're actually turned off by your own race, by the women
Right.
in your own race. That's a problem. That's
Yeah, there's
internalized
definitely
racism.
a difference
That's
between
something-
fucking and
yeah, that's something
dating.
that goes
Well-
back from slavery.
Well, white
That's
women is the
deep-rooted.
one who started giving it up first on the first date. White women created
Did they?
fucking on the first date.
What
Oh, yeah,
part
white
of the
women-
Bible is this
Where
in,
was
G?
this?
What?
Adam and Eve.
He just be
You
making
better sit
stuff.
down. You better
Stop making stuff.
Jesus
They
Christ.
the one that started fucking.
Genesis
If
12:1.
you get
Leviticus.
if you get a white woman drunk, she's fucking.
What are you
Now,
talking about?
She gonna snitch on you.
We're not having this conversation.
I don't get nobody. I've never gotten anybody drunk. I don't do that. I haven't done it.
I don't
Honestly-
even drink myself.
Honestly, I don't know where black women got the rep that we are just angry. Like, I just don't know.
Well, you're
where
not
that
really
came from.
black, though.
Shut up, Gary.
You're not- I don't know why you keep trying to get
Gary,
in the group.
stop
You're not
talking.
in the
Thank
black
God
group.
you're here
Definitely
because that
black.
would have been all at me.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
black.
yeah. This is the black woman right
black,
here.
black.
This is a
I
very-
actually know where I'm from. Do you know where you're from? Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, get your
I am-
23.
you know what? You know
That's a
what?
shame.
You know where
That's
I'm
a
from?
shame.
You know where I'm
That's
from?
a shame. Where you from? Detroit? That's a shame.
No.
That's a shame.
We're not from broke ass London.
The-
You know, we're
listen,
gonna own y'all
I'm
country in a
from
minute.
broke
We're
ass
gonna
London.
own.
The
America's
pound
getting
is
ready to
stronger
own
than the dollar.
London.
Don't
The
wanna be
pound
in the
is
Y'all
stronger
don't
than
even
the dollar.
the pound.
The pound is stronger
That's
than
why
the dollar.
y'all asses is running over here trying to get work. Ain't no work over there.
Guess
Because they
what?
got
You
no
know what?
pistols.
Guess
We
what?
got need some pistols.
Guess what?
You know
what
what
did
I
you
mean?
say? What you say?
Pistols.
What
Can't
is
we
pistol?
all just get along?
No, we ain't gonna get a
Pistol.
goddamn along.
What's a pistol?
She didn't ask me where the fuck I'm from.
I'm
I'ma
just
tell
saying.
you where I ain't from.
You said I wasn't black. I said blacker than you. I know where I'm from.
Now you know the camera gonna pick up that and they gonna say that's a damn lie.
I mean-
you know what I mean? I done shot it.
We're all black. We're all.
We're not all black. goddamn.
No, we are all
Fuck your
different.
feelings. Fuck your feelings.
Fuck your feelings. Fuck
Your
your
feelings.
You ain't gonna fuck my
We're
feelings.
not all black.
And we're back. Thank you.
Fuck your feelings.
I just want to get it stirred up.
Hey man, that's why.
Really-
Hey, that's
you
why I
niggas
wanted
too
G on here.
low-key.
I want to go home.
No, not yet.
We are
I'm done.
all black people here.
We are all
let me-
black
all
people
black
here.
people.
Let me woo
We're
side.
all black people,
I-
and we love black men.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
and we
I
appreciate
love
that.
African
And we
American
love
men.
black
do.
women.
She do. I get nothing but love.
Yes, I do. Too.
Exudes out of
Exudes
London.
out of
Yeah, I
London.
love African American
Yeah.
people.
I mean, we got swag.
Yeah, you guys are my homies. I
you.
moved here 2 years ago, and I literally could not even think of living back in London because of the community of black people that I have
Is
here.
London still
I have
open?
more black friends here than in London. What did you
Damn.
say?
I said, is London still open?
Yes, London is still
Oh,
open.
okay.
What's wrong with you?
I was in London this past May. We
Yeah.
did London and Dublin, and it just literally got to the point where you would be everywhere. You just start counting us, and
Yeah.
I
That's true.
never counted more than 5 of us in a location at one time.
This is the
Wait.
thing. That was my whole life for
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
years. So
I was
now,
like,
like, going to spaces and like it just being exclusively black people.
I couldn't
I'm
wait
like,
to get the fuck from over in London. Driving on the wrong side of the street. I hated all
First of
y'all
all, we drive on the right side.
sweaters
You guys
and all
drive on the
y'all
wrong
tees
side.
and
Sweaters. He
shit.
hated the
I
sweaters.
hate the sweaters,
The
the
trees
tees.
were
You know what I was
even
gonna say?
dainty.
Technically,
Everything
if
in
we-
London is so dainty.
If we're being technical, we technically do drive literally on the right side.
The street.
You
You
Yes.
niggas on the wrong
But
side.
you
of
guys
the
are on
street.
the wrong side. We're on the right side.
Motherfucker, y'all on the same side that
We're
the
on the right
mailman
side.
drive on.
We're on the right
They put
side.
shit in the mailbox.
We're on the right side.
You
We're on
know,
the right side.
Tell you that a good
We're on the right
left
side.
hand
Everybody
is-
in
We
London
are.
is the
Guess what?
postman.
Because we had it first. Because England was discovered before America.
But who
So
discovered, who
technically-
invented the automobile though?
I don't even know.
It was American.
It was American. motherfucker.
Was it?
He's fixing
Yeah.
it right now.
You don't know that.
Fuck your feelings.
You don't know that. There is no proof of that. I love that. That's the one thing I find amazing about America. America has taught Americans everything about America, but not about the rest of the world.
That's true.
So like,
the feelings of your world.
I love that you guys have no idea about anything other than American
Nothing.
culture.
That's
Like
true.
nothing.
And then they didn't even teach us properly because they left out shit.
Yeah, I can
and
see that.
our history started with slavery in America.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
want to leave that out.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, in school, they taught us about slavery, but only through the American perspective.
Yeah, and they
they
should
didn't
have.
tell us what the UK was doing round about that
You
time.
motherfuckers ain't
He
got
said,
no.
"Fuck your
They left
slavery."
that bit out.
Y'all don't got no Martin Luther King in London.
No, they just teach us about, as I said, American heroes.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
have. Yeah, goddamn.
Because y'all got kings in.
Relax, leave London.
They don't even
London
know how to
alone.
cook over in London.
Damn,
You ever
I'm
had
sorry,
they
like-
So, G.
I apologize for all
Yeah.
black men.
Please.
It ain't all black men. It's just G.
It's
It's
just
just
Gary.
G.
It's
It's
just
just
Gary.
G.
So
Gary, please.
that's what I'm about to say. You go by Gary now, Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson.
You don't go by G Thing
I
anymore.
have disassociated myself with G.
I'm glad.
I keep
I think-
calling
I
you
think-
G. Why didn't
how-
you tell me to
Because you're my
stop?
friend.
I still
Okay.
call him G.
I'm
Gary.
gonna call you
And you my
Gary.
friend. See, thank you.
Gary.
Yes. And after today, don't call me that.
Gary.
Yes.
How
yes.
come you disassociated yourself? Was it with
Well,
like why?
well, because I'm getting too grown to be.
That's what I was thinking. It's because you're older.
Yeah,
So
and-
how old were you when you stopped being the G thing?
Well, I was young when I was doing it. When I was
Okay.
called G thing, because I'm from St. Louis. I'm really a hood nigga for real. Don't-
Really?
Yeah, don't get it twisted. And
Gary, I don't believe you.
you don't.
No.
You better call somebody.
Is
You
that
understand?
cool?
I'm really a nigga, and that's because I don't come up to the little comedy shows that y'all be at. So-
What little comedy shows that I be at?
Well, I don't know.
Because you ain't at the comedy store when I'm there.
Because I don't.
Oh, she dropped.
You're not at the improv when I'm
No,
there.
no, yeah, cause my pictures on the wall.
You're not-
No,
you're
my
not
pictures
there.
on my pictures
You're
on the wall.
you're
So
not
I'm
there.
there.
You're
My
not
pictures on the
there.
wall. So
I didn't see you.
You should have seen me.
I didn't see you.
Justin, you didn't tell me I was coming to fight. I
Hey,
wouldn't have worn my
hold on,
shoulders
you
out.
said-
I
but
didn't see you.
this
This
is
is
hold on. Let me just say
ridiculous.
this. Let me just say this. You probably didn't see me.
I didn't see
You
you.
know why?
Was
You
you
know
at the
why?
door? Security.
Because I don't only get.
Oh, yeah, he
I
was
only,
security.
I only
Oh,
get
she
paid.
said
he do the cold open.
I tell you.
She said he do the cold
Yeah, you
open.
went on stage, you killed it, and then
Hold on,
served me my drink.
hold on.
I remember.
Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this.
can't.
I got to stay out of the
Talk
fight.
to the mic. Talk to the
Hold on.
mic.
What's your special on there again? No, motherfucker. Let me see it if it's funny.
My special
Like,
is on Netflix.
Can I do
Have
my
you heard of
plugs and
Netflix?
leave?
Have you heard of Netflix?
No, I canceled
Jesus.
that.
Oh, you cancelled it. My special's on Netflix. Just type my name into Netflix, it comes up.
It's come up.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
on
in
the
London
top
Hughes.
10 or is it? I gotta search it.
Yeah, no, it's there.
It's there.
100%.
Now let's talk about this.
No,
asking.
and
Do y'all
I
like each
gotta- I
other?
gotta-
Maybe
I
this
gotta-
is this some
I
type
gotta-
of
flirting.
Is this
I gotta
flirting?
see
Flirting.
her on stage, but see, that's that young shit though.
This
They don't
flirting.
know who she talking to a real G. See,
But he doesn't
and that's
know
cool.
he's talking to a real G.
She's a real G too.
That's the thing. You think you're talking to
How
a
long?
young
How long you been doing stand up, London?
14 years.
That's solid. That's solid amount of
So
time.
you think you're talking to a small
Well,
town.
over
10
there,
10
those nigga over there.
What
Wasn't
do you
nobody
mean?
doing comedy in London.
What do you mean?
Nigga, nobody even
So
understand.
it's funny because I've been doing comedy for 14 years.
Here in the
I moved
States.
here. I moved here 2 years ago.
Oh,
Within 6 months, I had my first Netflix special, and it's produced by Kevin Hart. Who
the fuck is Kevin Hart?
I don't really
Who the fuck
know.
you-
I don't really know what
Nah, fuck, I
other
love Kevin.
female
Sorry about
comic
that, Kevin.
or male comic that's moved to LA and within 6 months had a special on Netflix.
Gina is writing TV shows.
I know. I'm talking about me.
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna say,
specifically
no, I
talking
know
about
niggas from London.
She's saying in the
Okay,
time
everybody
frame.
In
has
the
a
time
different
frame
path.
that I've moved here.
That is wonderful.
That's right, Queen.
Thank you.
She has a
Keep that
wonderful
attitude up.
path.
I
You
will
have a
keep
wonderful
it.
path.
But this is the thing. I respect
okay,
it.
they ain't gonna let me calm
No, my
this
bad.
down.
I respect
Yo,
it.
let's keep fighting.
I respect it, but I will check you if need be.
No, I actually want to see when you going up again.
So this was.
Tonight. I'm
Wait,
at the
wait.
Improv. Come see me.
I might
8 p.m.
slide. I
main
might slide
stage.
through. I might slide
I'm
through.
definitely
The
gonna
through.
slide through.
Slide through.
and probably bump you. So,
okay,
so
we're
so
all
I'm gonna show
winners.
up and bump you.
We're
So
all.
what time you going?
We're
up?
all winners. Okay.
No, I'm fucking with
Gary.
it.
I'm
love
moving
it.
back
to New York. This is some bullshit.
All jokes
But-
aside,
but-
I had to
Gary
make the
TV.
podcast. I had to make it fun.
Oh yeah.
You
G,
know what I mean? But I do mean everything.
this is something
So,
I was gonna ask you about though, because
yeah.
you did the Snoop Dogg
yeah.
special.
Oh wow.
Let's talk about
Right,
that
that
because
behind all
yeah,
that.
yeah, I
Yeah,
got to
that
because
was
you know
terrible
shitted on it, so I gotta
You got to get me back.
yeah, I gotta support the ladies.
There you go.
Also,
Yeah.
G,
Yeah.
you did the Snoop Dogg Netflix special.
I didn't do it.
Well, we saw you.
Yeah.
In the background. So,
Yeah.
so it was Mike Epps, D-Ray, Cat Williams, Guy Torry, and you.
Darnell Rawlings. Melly
Darnell-
Camacho.
And Melanie Camacho, Donnell Rollins. And you was sitting on stage.
Right.
Now, because I know you,
Right.
I was like, you probably did the warm-up.
Right.
Right? Is there any part of you that be getting frustrated and be like, why am I not on the main show?
Well, the reason why I even did that part because Netflix called me, and so when Netflix called me, I said, "All right, I'll do it." But then Snoop called me, and then Snoop said, "Well, G, I want you to stay up on the couch. We're gonna banter back and forth." And then they knew that they had to cut another check for that, and then that shit, like, the microphone left. I should have left when the microphone left. So now I'm going on stage and I got to address it because niggas coming up to me like they actually saw me performing at the show. Like, I saw you on there, nigga, but I was kept rewinding to see was you actually performing. I said, no, nigga, I was doing extra work. Yeah, I was actually an extra at the comedy. So I admit it to cold-heartedly because niggas know what I do. So, but I felt like I couldn't tell Netflix no and I couldn't tell Snoop no. So I had to both take the money.
Also, it's still a win. You got paid to sit there and be in the background.
Well, because people know that I'm a fucking monster, so they was like, why he ain't up there?
I get that.
But do you get frustrated?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I get frustrated, but I also know that I'm not in a hurry no more like I was when I first moved out here. I was in a hurry to blow.
Harry.
In a hurry. You like
Harry.
Hurry.
in
Oh,
a hurry.
Harry.
In
I
a
was
hurry.
like, what's a
Yeah, that's my
Harry?
accent. Like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
that's my St. Louis accent.
Harry.
So
I
I
love
was
it.
like, when I first moved out here, I was like, I'm gonna blow up in 2 weeks and 2 weeks and 2 weeks and 2 weeks and 2 weeks, and now I've been out here for years on top of years, and I have had some success, but sometimes you can get in your own way.
Yeah.
For me doing all the big movies and being on all the TV shows and touring all the tours, and you can get arrogant with this shit, and people say, "Fuck you." Like, now we're not gonna fuck with you no more. And I was kind of blackballed from the industry.
Wait, why?
My attitude.
What was your
God
attitude?
was. I had
real.
a bad attitude. And
Wait.
Awareness is important.
Why
That's-
did you have a
that's
bad
real.
attitude if you were winning?
well, I was winning, but I wasn't getting recognized as the win. And as a black man in the comedy game, I felt that they weren't giving me the props and this respect. I'm
Who
pulling
was
up
they,
in
though?
I'm thinking other people in the industry.
Okay.
Other comedians, other industry
Right,
people.
and can I jump in there and
Yeah.
talk about that? Because I think, especially in our business,
Yeah.
we seek outside validation so much that we fail to realize that we are successful.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you have to define success for yourself
Yes.
and what your goals
Absolutely.
are, and not seek outside validation.
Mm-hmm.
Respect yourself, love yourself, respect your own path, and then ask yourself, like really ask yourself, how do I define what's successful for
Absolutely.
me? And that's
Absolutely.
very real. That was very humble. A lot of vulnerability right there, because a lot of maturity. A lot of people wouldn't even admit
Yeah, I
what
had to
you
grow
just
up.
said. Like it was my attitude.
It took
that
some
was in my
humbling,
way.
and not to cut you off. It took being humble for God to say, "No, bruh, you not that dude, and I'm gonna show you not that dude." And so the people start to show me I really wasn't that.
Wait, so they were being mean to you?
Not being mean to me, just wasn't giving me the stuff that I deserve. So I stopped getting cast in a bunch of shit. I stopped being.
Or the shit that you felt like you deserved.
Yeah,
Okay.
I felt I deserved.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what had happened was they kind of like stopped fucking with me. That's what made me go back to doing warm up to get back in front of people so they could see that I was back still funny. And then that's how I got back in front of the camera. But I went through a very humbling experience when I've been out here, and that's what made me have to grow up. Like
I get that.
At one point, now I'm joking with you guys, but I had to take responsibility and grow up. That's how Jay was able to reach me and knew that my spirit would say, "Yeah, I'll come and do your thing."
Yeah.
Like,
But the old G thing would not have done
No.
Justin. You wouldn't
Right.
have done Justin's podcast.
not at all. No, not at all. G thing
What
would have
would have
never
happened
did
if
it.
Justin hit you up? What G
I would
think?
have never picked up his call.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Justin's your boy.
I felt Justin still and back then he was my boy, but in my head, I was thinking that I'm somebody that I really wasn't.
Who couldn't do a podcast?
No, I thought I was bigger than what I really was.
Wow. Okay.
So with that,
See,
I
this is
I
the
didn't
thing.
humble myself.
Right.
This is the thing. I know that I'm bigger than what I am, but I'll do it anyway. Like I'm like I will.
But
do
you know
your
the difference is with people
podcast.
that come over here from London, y'all always winning.
I feel you.
The,
Why?
the people from London.
Why?
Accent.
Why?
I think motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you why. This is what I honestly think. My bad. This is what I honestly think. Casting the industry, they make the bulk of their money internationally,
Yes.
right? So they feel if we have somebody from the UK
Yeah.
in our movie or TV show, once we sell it overseas,
It's easier.
It's gonna be easier, and the film is gonna do better.
I don't believe that.
That's exactly the truth.
That's
I'll tell
the
you why I don't believe that. Because when it comes to white talent, yes, because white talent in the UK and Europe are big stars, but the black talent that are making it in America are not stars in the UK.
That's crazy.
So it doesn't matter if you put a black person in an American
about
thing,
that?
because no one in England would know who that black person is. I'm friends with Daniel Kaluuya. When Get Out
wow.
was number one in
Yeah.
America, no one was watching it in the UK.
Well,
we didn't care.
No,
we
but let's-
only started caring because America started caring. Daniel was not a star in England before he came to America.
Well-
Idris Elba was not a star in England
Right.
Oh, wow.
before he came
But
to
listen,
America.
here's my point to
That's
that.
why.
Here's my point.
But with white talent, I get
I
that.
agree with you 1,000%. What I'm saying is that's the studio's mindset in Hollywood.
Right.
That's almost like, hold on, let me finish. That's almost like me saying if somebody in the UK was making a movie, in the UK studio system said, well, let's hire Justin. He's an American. So once we sell this UK movie in America, everyone in America is going to go see it. And of course, everyone in America not going to go see it.
Again, that only works if you're white. You need to understand that as a person of color.
I think what's
there
happening
is
here,
no-
I think both of you are right.
It's-
And
it's-
two
right.
things could be true
Right.
at one
If you're a
time.
white
That's true.
person,
I think it's both true.
If you're a white Hollywood star that's not really known in America, but you're white and known in Britain, and I think, yeah, that makes sense. But I'm telling you, as a black British person that's come over here and working, they don't care about
But you
us.
know, it's
So
a
London,
running.
that's can I
Go ahead.
They
My
do
bad.
mind.
So London, I think what he's saying is true from his perspective of what he's saying that the studios are thinking, and what you're offering is from a ground up perspective.
Yeah.
Of,
Right.
I am a person of that culture. I'm telling you, they don't care. both things are true.
Yeah, I think both.
Right.
They
things can be
probably
true.
think what he's thinking.
Exactly.
And
But
you're like, let
don't-
me tell
I think
you
that's a
how
bad
that doesn't
narrative
work.
to set, because I feel like that says that any British person that's doing well in America doesn't deserve it off of their talent. It's because the studios are thinking we can make more money from them, and I don't think that's true.
It's all about.
They,
It's
no,
all
no, no.
about.
He didn't say their talent though.
I
He didn't say their
say that about
talent.
talent.
They
There
They
you go.
didn't
Like-
put just anybody in there.
This
Right.
is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm saying.
true.
The black Brits that do come over here and do American accents and do well, they're very good. It's not like they're mid. It's not like they're mediocre.
Right. That's
No,
what I
they
just
real
said.
talented.
And to
Yeah.
get
They
over
didn't
here,
pull a bum
but
off the
to
street.
even
They
get
got
to this-
the best.
But I think people don't realize that to even get to this stage is crazy. So I can only audition for jobs in America if I have a visa. To get that visa, it's £10,000. On top of that, you need 7 references. You have to prove that you're more qualified than your job than an American. So
about
to
that?
prove that, you need 7 people writing letters from your field,
Damn.
vouching for you. You need press. You need to fill out forms.
Damn.
You can't have ever been arrested
I
or
would've
had
said,
anything
fuck
like
that.
that. Otherwise, you won't get a visa. And then and that's only to
Yeah.
that's only to
Still is.
audition. That
Yeah.
is not to work.
I would've
That is
said.
just to audition.
you
People won't even
dedicated.
see
You
you.
made it. You know
People
you
won't
made
even
it, London.
See you for auditions unless you have a visa in place. So I couldn't even come over here and audition unless I had all of
What
that
did
stuff.
What did Kevin see you at?
So I wrote a show called
Is
Teharte.
this story gonna be long?
No.
Okay.
But it's gonna be worth it.
Take your time.
I
But it's gonna be worth it, Gary. You'll
Okay,
get
go ahead.
motivated
Go
and
ahead. Go ahead.
inspired.
My bad.
gonna be
G-Thing,
long-winded
G-Thing would
woman.
be proud.
Yeah.
So
You know what? Fuck your
G-Thing would be really proud. The G-Thing came out of him.
Yeah,
I saw it. I see
My
it.
bad, London. Come
I
on
see
now.
it. I understand
No,
why he
fuck
is
it.
where he
Tell the
is.
story. We
I
want to
understand
hear.
why he's in the background. So this is why. No, I understand.
Quick. She's quick.
I understand.
Quick.
That was a good one, now.
Yeah, that was good.
All I'm
Alright.
saying is, I had a show. I wrote a show. It was part of the Edinburgh Comedy Festival. It's called To Catch a Dick, and it was a huge festival. It's every year. It's for comedians from all over the world. If you do well at that festival, big things can happen for you.
Yeah.
I became the first black woman to be nominated for Best Show with that show ever in the 75 years the
they
festival's
was
been
doing
going
it.
on. And thank you. And they filmed my set, and they showed it to Kevin.
How about
they
that?
showed me. He just saw like a raw footage of me doing stand up. It
Yeah.
wasn't even like
Nice.
anything crazy.
Yeah.
And he was like, boom, I need to meet her. Flew me out to Las Vegas to meet him. We spent the day together.
Y'all did
I
that?
told
What'd
him
y'all
my
do?
dreams, my plans.
Nothing.
I went and watched his
gotta
podcast.
watch
Was he
you say
drinking at the
stuff.
time?
And then he had a show, and I was backstage with him at his show, and we were chatting
Yeah.
about what I
Chopping
want to
it up.
do. And he basically, you know what? It's so funny that you sound like a hater, but it's okay.
London.
It's
All jokes
okay
aside,
to.
you know what I'm doing?
I know
I'm just
you're
having fun
doing.
on the show.
I know you are.
You know, when I tell
I
you,
know
when
you
we get
are.
out of here, I'm gonna blow you. I'm gonna like 95 pictures on your page. I swear to God. I'm gonna show myself
gonna be
on
in
my
your
phone.
DMs.
Hey,
Literally.
hey, London. I'm gonna show myself looking at your special and shit like this. I swear
Please
to
do.
God.
Please
I
do.
swear to
'Cause
God,
you
I'm just
could-
doing this
listen,
show.
you could do-
I'm not like that
He
at
could
all.
do warm up for me on my next. I've got
I'm
a new
gonna do it.
special.
I'm gonna do it.
I got you.
I'm gonna do it.
Please,
I'm gonna do it.
please have him do it.
I
Yeah,
got
I'm
you.
definitely gonna
You could
do
do
it.
warm up
I
on my
guarantee
next
you
show.
won't come back on stage.
I will. I will. You could do warm up, and I'll keep you on camera. I won't even be like Snoop.
This is what I realized too. London is a beast because she keeping up. She
is keeping up.
and she's sniping back.
I
And
mean,
only in a way, you see, the difference is when you snap with a woman, you have to be really careful because you can come off angry.
Right.
So some moments I just have to wait. Like, you know, I just have to wait.
Angry, condescending,
Yeah,
misogynistic.
so you can
It's
sound
few
all
things
those
you
kind of
sound
ways.
like.
So
You know what?
so let me tell the studio audience, if y'all think she's winning for real, let me tell y'all.
Oh, he just did. Wait a second.
I know, he did
Wait a
double
second.
sabotage.
Wait
So I
a
did, so I
second.
did,
Pause.
so I
Double
did.
sabotage.
Come on now.
He just did the I let her win shit.
Yeah, I pulled that
just-
card
I
out.
was just at an event this past weekend, and I whooped three or
Niggas.
four dudes in a row in
Niggas.
pool. Just
Did they say they let you in?
They had to. I'm like, oh, okay, so y'all took all the shots for me. Like they couldn't. They hated that I was winning, and they went right for that.
Were they black men?
Oh,
by
we
the
let
way?
her. Yeah.
What is it about?
We
black
let her
men?
win. I was like, so y'all took the shots for me because I clearly know what I'm doing. But
No, you know how to
okay.
play pool.
Do you know
Okay.
what? I want to
You
ask
just
you.
did that. You just did
I
that.
just
I
want
was
to
doing it
ask
for
you,
the
as
show.
like,
She was getting.
I
as
just
an
doing it for
angry,
fuck your
I want to
feelings.
ask you as an angry black man.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm gonna start keeping score. I'm gonna start keeping score.
I just want to ask you, like,
Yeah.
what is it about black women doing well that triggers your race so much? Because it's so interesting. Since I moved here, I get so much love from black women.
Yeah.
So black women hold me up in comedy. I'm talking about comedians.
Yeah.
Black female comics hold me up.
Yeah.
White female comics hold me up.
Yeah.
Asian, other races hold me up.
Yeah.
White men, I get props, but black
Men.
male comics,
Yeah.
they treat me in a weird way.
Insecure. They insecure.
What is that?
Well, some of them are
So they don't want
insecure.
to give me my props.
And they should.
Okay.
Because I'm so for the black woman.
Yeah.
I was raised that way.
Yeah.
I love my black women to death. My
Yeah.
sister, my mama. If you follow me on my page, I'm always talking about my sister and my mama all the time. That's
Yeah.
why I only date black women. So to be honest with you, just for this show, just to make it a great show, because if I wasn't on it, wouldn't be shit. And
Yes.
no, fucking with you. I gotta be this way.
No, but I want to just, but outside of being funny and just making the show entertaining, as a man who is black and a comedian, apparently, when you see a black female comic doing her thing and there's black male comics talking down about her or not
I don't
giving
like
her
it.
props,
I don't like it.
How does that make you feel? And why do you think they do that?
Well, and for one, it's already a hard enough sport to get in as a black woman
Yeah,
anyway.
100%.
So for it to be a male-driven sport, especially a black male-driven sport on what we're doing, because you're not intimidated by a white comedian, you're not intimidated by even maybe a black male comedian, but because they're in their mind, all black comedians feel that they are funnier than everybody.
Right.
And that's a situation.
Yeah.
Because I learned this from Sid the Entertainer. Sid told me, he said, your laughs is your laughs.
Thank you.
Don't matter who's going up.
Exactly.
Your laughs is your laughs.
Yeah.
But we in our mind thinks that I'm going to get more laughs than him. You're not going to get more laughs. You're just going to get your laughs.
And it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
like, thank you. That's a great
I don't know if that
conversation,
answers
because that's
your
a pet
question
peeve
or
of
not.
mine. I'm sorry, I didn't.
I just think it's
didn't, but I get
insecure.
what you're
I just
saying.
think that men are insecure by your success.
But why is it black women's success? That's the only thing. Because I feel like male comics don't treat each other that way.
It's so sad that we
think
still
they do.
trying to
Oh,
Do
black.
they?
I've gotten so much hate. I mean, that's the.
Really?
Oh,
No, don't get it. We get hate. None the men hate on us too.
It
Don't
looks like
get
a
that.
brotherhood from where I'm
Shit.
sitting.
Nah.
You guys don't
Shit.
get on?
Nah.
You should see it when we get on stage and the motherfuckers in the corner
Yeah.
gibbling, gabbling. They
Really?
wishing you bum.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They like, oh, this
Okay,
nigga
so
gone.
it's just
It's
part of
utterly
being a comic.
ridiculous.
It's comic.
It's really an individual sport. There's no competition except you and your mirror and
And
you
that
and the mic.
Oh, no,
It's not. You go up and do well. I want you to do well.
This is
You
how I
doing
am.
well is not gonna
Oh my
affect
God.
whether or
Whatever
not I do
do.
well.
But
and
that's the
same for
thing.
these guys. But a lot of people in comedy, unfortunately, and as comics, we know the difficulties of what we do.
Yeah.
So
Very
to hate
much
on
so.
each other is just silly.
It's sad.
Especially when it's not going to help you do better.
No.
Right.
Hoping that someone else does
also,
bad. You're just projecting
as a
your own
person-
insecurities out. You're showing to everybody else
that you're
what
shit.
the lack of what you think about yourself.
Yeah, because I've never looked at a comic doing really well and got mad because I'm secure within myself and
There
I'm
you go.
actually happy.
As a matter of fact, I'd rather follow a kill
Exactly.
than
Yeah,
a bomb.
oh my
I gotta
God.
drag the audience from the
that.
gutter.
Nah.
That's true.
I gotta drag the audience from the gutter after your bomb. I'd rather ride the wave of your kill. Like,
So, like-
I want everybody to do well.
I've
go.
even I have bombed before.
No.
Yeah, I have. Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you. That was good. Let me do it again. Let me rewind
Wow.
it. Let me rewind it because that was really good.
That's part of, put that in the edit bit on
Hold on,
Instagram.
hold on,
We'll
hold
clip
on.
that.
Clip
No,
that.
hold on. Yeah, let me do it from the
Clip
top.
it. Do you want to? No, it's not going to be authentic.
Well, it is because I'm good at this. Even
No.
okay, that was good, London. That was good. You know what? That was fucking good. Yeah, fuck your feelings. And
She's pretty good.
yeah, she's really good. But what I mean by that is, and did I want a bum? Fuck no. But was I not ready? Yeah. When I first moved out here to California, I was sleeping on Guy Torry's couch.
Oh wow.
And sleeping on Guy Torry's couch, coming from St. Louis, and being this nigga thinking that I'm cold and all that, and got humbled on that Comedy Store stage back in the day. And how it happened.
What, Fat Tuesdays?
Fat Tuesdays.
What's Fat Tuesday?
Fat Tuesday was the big thing. It's
really?
Documentary.
it's a documentary.
watch it,
Yeah,
yeah.
on Prime.
Definitely watch it. It's great.
Yeah.
Watch it.
It's
For
great.
black-
It's
for
on
black
Amazon.
comics?
Huh?
For black comics?
For Black comics,
Okay,
all
I'm
the
gonna watch
big comics. And so Guy said, I'm sleeping on Guy, so it's Fat Tuesday. I'm looking forward to doing Fat Tuesday. I'm fresh out here from St. Louis. And I got a spot to go up, but I kept getting bumped. So Chris Rock bumped me.
Wait, is this going to be a long story?
It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick.
Come on now, Chris Rock. Okay, come on now. Tell me what happened. He
nigga,
came up and he bumped you.
Bump the fuck out of me.
Okay.
Chris Rock?
Said bump me.
Okay.
Joe Torry
What
bumped
does
me.
bump me mean, by the
That
way?
means that nigga, it ain't your.
Took your spot.
It
Took
took
your
your
spot.
spot.
They can do that?
Oh, that's what I just said I was gonna do.
You ain't been bumped yet?
Yeah, it's gonna
you
happen
can't bump
tonight.
me.
Yeah, it's gonna happen tonight.
Damon Wayans. Damon
Everybody is
Wayans bumped
bumpable
me.
now.
Wait, what does
Everybody
that
is
mean?
bumpable.
You can't bump someone.
If
Yeah,
Chappelle,
you can.
if Chappelle walks in, you're getting bumped.
You're
If
not-
Mike
Wait,
Epps walk in,
wait,
you're
wait,
getting
wait.
bumped.
You're getting
So
bumped.
but you still get paid?
You, who cares? But you're not gonna.
I mean,
I don't know.
It depends
Yeah.
on the
Get
club.
bumped, you
It depends
still
on the
get
club.
paid.
It depends on the club, probably.
I'm talking about any of these LA clubs. If one
Yeah.
of these killers come in and you get ready to go up and you saw your name was at 9:20 and that nigga came in at 9:15,
Yeah.
you're not going up.
Yeah.
You're going up.
Oh, you go up
And he
after
could do an
him.
hour.
Go up after.
You
He
go
could
up
do an
after.
hour.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what happened
Not
to me.
if it's Chappelle, because
Oh,
Chappelle gonna do
really?
a cool 4
Oh,
hours.
Yeah, 'cause Chappelle does
He
not
gonna
come
do
off
a
the
smooth
stage.
4
for
hours.
sure.
You ain't getting up.
Yeah, I get
Go
that.
home.
Okay,
My
bump
bad.
it.
My bad. Go finish
So,
the story. My bad.
so,
And then we
after-
gotta finish how Kevin Hart discovered you. Also, we gotta finish that
Yeah,
story.
I
He
wanna-
cut me off, but it's fine.
No, it's a great story.
It was just a bit long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a
it's
little
a
bit.
great story. But
Almost
this is
as
gonna
long
be
as
quick.
it's-
I'm
So
getting
Chris
ready.
Rock bumped you.
Chris
All
Rock
of them.
bumped you,
Earthquake,
said
Joe
bumped you.
Torry,
Earthquake
Cedric.
bumped you.
So Guy comes back to the green room and says, "Are you still going up? If you don't go up, you should just go home." And that means not go back to his house, go back to St. Louis.
Oh.
And I'm being arrogant.
Pull your skirt down, B.
Yeah, I'm being arrogant,
Why are you saying
Justin.
that? That's rude, though.
Huh?
That's rude to say that to
What?
you.
No,
No,
what he was
that's the
saying
St. Louis
was
thing.
Have the courage to get
To
on
go
stage
still
after
go
all
up.
these killers,
Yeah.
or you ain't ready to do.
Oh, you
comedy.
ain't ready to go? Or go
Go
home.
up, you know.
Okay,
Nigga,
yes. Oh,
I
okay.
goes
You were
up
trying
on
to be-
stage.
And you went on stage?
I went on stage. It's late. I go up there and I hit with 2 terrible jokes. And them motherfuckers looked at me like, whoa. And because he brought me up, St. Louis. This is our homie from St. Louis. And I hear, not Shorty, but what's the dude that was in Life? My man that died in Life.
That died in Anthony Anderson
No, not Anthony Anderson.
in life.
In the Life, the big dude, you gonna eat your
Oh,
cornbread.
Michael Clark Duncan.
No, not Michael Clark Duncan. The dude that said you gonna
Don't
eat
point
your.
at me. I feel like Stacey.
You
Dash.
go
Who
eat
died?
your-
Who
I
died?
don't know his name, though.
But you
I
know what I'm
who
talking
you're
about.
That's
yeah.
not Michael Clark Duncan.
No, Michael Clark Duncan wasn't in Life.
He's the big one with the shiny head.
Said you gonna eat your corn.
Oh, I know you're
Bald
talking about
head.
that. Oh, I don't know his name.
Is he stand up?
No,
No.
he just was in the audience.
Okay.
And he said, "Guy," he hollered, "Guy, come get your man. This nigga's terrible."
Oh, no.
I'm like, "Oh Lord, it's
Did you-
over."
Did you cry?
Not only I didn't cry, but the moment hit me
Internally,
where
he cried.
Yeah.
He cried.
Did you go home and shed one tear?
no, I
He's
get off the
crying
stage
right now.
I get off stage, right? I go back into the green room. Do you know I didn't leave that motherfucking green room till everybody left up out that goddamn building?
Why?
I just felt terrible. I go back to Guy's house, get on the couch, and Guy woke me up at 6:45 a.m. Lie to you not. He read me a Bible verse,
Amen.
and then he said, "You should go home."
Oh no, he didn't.
How long ago was this?
It was years ago, years. And I ended up going back to St. Louis until I didn't come back out here till I was ready.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah. That story bring back memories. I feel like I just
Oh,
died.
I'm
This
sorry.
minute.
I feel sorry for being so
Well,
mean to you.
Christ is with you.
Are you being? That was being mean.
No, I feel sorry for being cheeky with you.
I
'cause
like
you've been
cheeky.
Through it.
He read
Well,
you
I
a
mean,
Bible
look.
verse and told you to go home.
Don't-
Wait, do you
Like-
remember the Bible verse?
No, I don't remember because Guy was real religious. He's still real religious. but-
That's why I want to know. 'cause
yeah,
I'm in my
but it was a
Bible.
real good verse to
I'ma ask
to
him.
travel back home with. It was so I ended up going back to St. Louis.
For how long?
Probably about 2 years,
And then you
I
came
moved.
back when
Then
you
I
were
came
ready.
back. Then I came back.
Wow.
Yeah, then I came back out. But you know, these stories that people don't know about me, they just see me swaying through
So
the.
wait, I'm I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm mad at you now. So you went through all that.
Yeah.
Came back and then was an arsehole, was G thing. Even though you got humbled.
No, I didn't
like
come
that.
out. No, I didn't. I wasn't automatically an asshole when I first came back out. It wasn't until I started booking everything and being.
And
on
you don't
a-
remember the little guy that was on the couch getting Bible verses? You didn't
I
think
forgot
about that when you were G
I forgot
thing?
about it. Yeah.
See?
But see, God will humble you.
Yeah, I get
He'll
it.
bring you
God
right
will
back.
humble you.
Now, this is
Amen.
what I respect, man. I do respect the fact that you have taken full accountability
100%.
for what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that live in delusion. Because, you know, I used to hear stuff about you, but I was always like,
Justin,
well,
what did you hear?
it
Spill
don't
the
matter.
tea.
You know, people just talk shit, but I would be like, well, he's always been nice to me.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
You see, so I was always one of them people defending your
You.
name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, well, G always been solid with me. I ain't never had no
Showed
issue.
you a lot of love
Showed
every
me-
time.
All the time. You know, every
So
time.
he
here.
wouldn't do a podcast though.
I mean, listen.
We didn't have a podcast
I ain't have
then.
a
That's true.
yeah.
No one had podcasts.
Well, a
back then.
lot of what I think Young G thing was experiencing when he became successful was that little G thing who was hurt. He started puffing up. He started flexing
Yeah.
because of his insecurities
Insecurity.
of being shut
Absolutely.
down. It takes a lot of
Yeah.
maturity.
I was
a lot of
totally
self-awareness
insecure back
to
then.
get to a place where you can be accountable and go, wait a minute.
Needing confirmation.
Outside, but like I said earlier, looking for that external validation. And once you know you don't need that,
Yeah.
the sky's the limit.
Do you know
you're
what?
successful just with that awareness right there.
Yeah,
I
I,
had-
I needed this show back
I mean,
then.
he
Fuck
might
my
just
feelings.
be saying this so he
I
could
did.
get back on top.
and then he's gonna ignore us again.
Now,
And
when
then
I
be
leave
like,
out
"Gee."
when I leave out this room, I'm not gonna give
Yeah,
a fuck
never
what
gonna
y'all
talk
say.
to us.
He ain't gonna talk to
Be like,
nobody.
G, Gary, G thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the
He
niggas.
ain't gonna like none of your
Yeah.
pictures. That was a whole
She
lot.
said it.
I said it.
She said nigga.
Oh, yeah.
She said
Show's
I
nigga.
said
Show's
it.
over.
I said it like him.
That's it.
I said it. I'm sorry, black community.
That was your first time. That wasn't your first time.
No,
ever.
that was my first time. I was saying it in an American accent. I didn't say it in a British accent. I've never said it in a
Was
British
it? I
accent.
missed it. Did she drop a hard ER?
No, I said it in American
I
accent.
think she said
okay.
nigga. She said it how
I said
Kendrick
it like
Lamar
how
said
he would-
nigga.
Shut
Niggas.
up. I would never be like in a British accent, but I'd be like,
Well, I
American
think a
accent.
lot of people, especially in the comedy community, that they are afraid to be, to show who they really are. And they
Yeah.
hide behind certain things.
100%.
And that's the reason why their comedy don't flourish either.
Yeah, because
because
Authenticity
they are not
sells.
being
It's
authentic.
authentic.
Yeah.
Honestly, I realized because what you're saying is right because my journey here has been weird because my special came out in the pandemic. It came out December 2020 and I moved
How about
here
that?
February 2020. So imagine like you've moved to a brand new country, you don't know anyone, then it goes into lockdown, you're in your house for 8
Damn.
months. In those 8 months, your special drops to the world. So like
Which is good because
Which is-
everybody in the house.
but everyone's in the house.
Yeah.
But people saw it. But people in America, like my peers, comedians, they don't know who I am,
you weren't
and
engaged
I don't know
out.
who they are.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't gig. So it's not even like my special's out and you're seeing me anywhere. And so I remember I went to the Laugh Factory to try and get on. My billboard was on the side of
That
it.
part.
They wouldn't let me in.
Get the fuck
They
outta
didn't
here.
know who I was, and I had to be like, "That's me." You
should have called
like,
Gary.
This
Yeah, I
is
would've
the
got you in.
I should have called Gary. But this is so I had this
I would
weird
have
thing.
bumped you that day too.
I had this weird thing in my spirit, like, okay, when I do stand up, I need the validation of these comedians because I've been co-signed by like Dave Chappelle and Kev Hart, but my peers don't know who I am. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go and be a killer and I'm going to get the respect of my peers. So I've been gigging. I'm very funny. That's how I met Justin.
That's
I met him
right.
at the Laugh Factory.
Justin bragged on you.
And Justin was amazing. He was so sweet to me.
Let you be
Nice
10
guy,
minutes,
though.
15 minutes, 20
He
minutes
really
late
did.
and everything.
He really did, but it's
And
okay.
I was like, who the fuck is she?
I mean,
Coming
he's
late.
so
We
lovely.
sitting here for
But
20
we're
minutes
just talking about
That shit is
positivity.
this.
We're
Hot
gonna
ass
talk about
ass.
Where's
hot
she
ass-
coming from? London?
We're gonna-
Here's the thing. We're gonna keep it positive.
The fuck's
We're gonna
going
keep
on?
positive.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep positive. So I did a gig at the Laugh Factory. It was my first ever black gig because I've been doing a lot of gigs in LA, but I
I
hadn't
don't know
done
if I
any
like
of
how
the
she said
black gigs.
Yeah.
And I did a thing called Chocolate Sundays.
Oh, you
And-
did that show?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And I went on. I went into the room.
You did first impressions?
And there was, I don't know what that is, but I was booked and paid. So I went in the room and
It's only
I
$15. But go ahead.
I went in the room and I saw all these comics, black male comics and stuff. And I remember being like, okay, I want to, prove to them that I'm good.
I'm gonna let
and
these
the
bitches
way
know. Yeah.
they spoke to me was just like, I'm nothing. And
Oh, no.
they gave me.
You want to give any names?
I'm not going to give any names,
No,
but they
okay.
were so disrespectful to me. And I remember just thinking, why am I trying to prove myself
To these niggas
people?
who don't have
Can I
sex.
jump in here?
They picture
Because-
ain't on the
and
wall.
Yeah,
And then
here's
I went-
the thing. Earlier when you were, I'm sorry to interrupt. You had said
I don't think you
you
were.
need the validation. I think where we get confused sometimes is confusing validation with support and respect, confirmation that I am here and all of that. I don't need your validation. I validate me. God validates
Right.
me. You respect me or you don't. You
But
support
you know what I
me
just
or you
figured
don't.
out though?
Right.
But either way, I'm gonna get to where I'm going.
Exactly. And
You know what I just figured out? London, you know what I just figured
what
out?
did you just figure
Probably
out?
something that I said, and then you're gonna remix it. Go ahead.
No. What I just figured out that London is going through the same kind of shit I did when I first came out
This
here.
is what I'm saying. I was trying to
Where
relate to you, Gary.
Where I was like, you motherfuckers don't know my picture on the fucking wall.
Which, like I said earlier, it is absurd that we hate on each
Right.
other
Yeah.
when we all go through the same
But this
thing.
is the thing.
Yeah.
Help each other.
When I realized that I didn't need, so these guys that I was talking to, they were shocked that Kevin Hart produced my special, and in front of my face, they were like, "Why would Kevin Hart produce your special?"
That's crazy.
And then they brought another guy over to talk about it in front of me.
You lying.
And they were having a conversation
these
about
guys?
why.
Who the hell did that?
I will tell you off air.
Okay.
And then I remember just
Was
standing
any of
there
them
being
niggas
like,
funny?
and they were no. And I remember
because
them.
you're projecting your
They were
own
like-
insecurities when you do
right.
stuff like
And they
that.
were like,
I can't
it's
imagine
because-
that they are.
They were like, it's because you're British and da-di-da. And I said, no, it's because I'm talented. And they were
Motherfucker.
like, oh,
You gotta
we're
put
not saying
motherfucker
you're
on
not
the end of
talented.
that.
We're just saying why he would do that. And I was like, if I was a man, you wouldn't be having this conversation in front of me. And I feel disrespected.
true.
But it's okay because I'm going to go on stage and kill it. So I just let them. I took the L.
let you-
They disrespected me and I let them. I went on stage, killed it to
Of course you
pieces.
did.
Came off stage, crickets, silent.
Of course.
Say
That's how
nothing
you
to
shut
me.
'em up.
And then I was like, why did I care about
What
these
did Lonnie?
guys?
What did Lonnie say to you after you got off stage?
Killed it. She gave me a big hug,
'Cause
text me, called me.
She loved Kevin and them really tight.
Yeah, Lonnie's great. I had a great time, but I just thought that I'd have more support from the dudes there, which is why I brought up that question to you. And then I spoke to my friends about it, and they were like, they're just jealous.
That's all.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like,
That's
and
all-
those are
but-
You-
but-
look, God
they're
will
not
show
guys-
you who your people
Exactly.
are.
Right.
Like who likes you.
Yeah.
Support who
And I
supports
don't
you.
care.
But
and
see,
just
that-
everything else is background noise.
That was my biggest issue in LA because I was the guy that was always booking
Yeah.
in LA early. Like I came out here, got a pilot
All pilots.
2 months, 3 months out here. So
all unaired pilots.
No, this nigga,
No.
this nigga was getting pilots, and I was like, damn, you working again? And then I saw the nigga in that one movie. The nigga was in the movie
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. I'm like, this nigga is really working. So Justin would come up there, and he never put that energy
Flex.
on people.
You didn't
He
flex?
never flexed.
Yeah.
He never
Nah.
flexed.
You
It-
ain't do a Young G
No,
thing.
but let me tell you when
Damn.
people. Let me tell you how people
you
got
put it
jealous
out
though,
there.
because I dealt with the same thing
That I'm dealing with.
that you're dealing with, and people would get jealous because I wouldn't flex publicly.
No, he
I would
did.
talk about my Hollywood stories in my stand up,
Right.
and then they would get mad about that.
Right.
Well, all he talk about
Why?
is just.
It's your life.
Again, it's my life, insecurity.
Yeah.
But for them, they're saying, well, all he do is talk about him,
But
his
it's-
Hollywood
it's
stuff.
real talk.
I'm like, well, Jamie
Worry
Foxx.
about what you're talking
Exactly.
about.
But I'm like,
Just
Jamie,
because you're talking about Ralph's
At
and
the end
Trader
of the day,
Joe's,
bottom line message, keep your eyes on your own paper.
Facts.
Don't
Your
chase the
pen paper
competition.
and your money paper.
don't chase the competition, chase the dream.
But this is what I'm gonna get to too. It all stems from, like we said, insecurity and jealousy. What these comedians, and that's something that I had to realize. That's why I had unfollowed
But
everybody
you
at one
think
point.
you're the problem, right? You're like, what did I do? Because that's what I was like, why are they mean to
and
me?
if you
Wait a
hating
minute,
on-
what did
and
I
if you
do?
following And if me, you
I'm
I
about
think
to.
you
I'm about
following
to. I had to
And
make
if
sure
you
you showed
hating
up
on-
before I started
and
following
If
you.
you hating on Justin, it's something wrong with you. Because this
you
the
don't follow
nicest
me by the
I
end of
know.
this, I'ma block you.
on the planet. And I ain't just saying that because
Say it again, G. Say it to the
You
mic
just
so they
said
hear
you're
you.
really nice.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And if anybody's hating on Justin Hires, they got to be. They hate themselves.
But this is how
because
I-
it's the nicest motherfucker.
No,
Every
but
time they
you
come
say
in,
that, yeah?
Well, he
Gary,
ain't following me on
Gary,
Instagram, so he
I'm
ain't shit.
really nice, and people hate on me. It doesn't matter if you're nice.
You
People
know
will
what?
still hate.
And the
They hate
difference
success.
Is,
They hate
Yeah.
success.
and the difference is your spirit don't really care if they hating anyway. Because the way I pick up on your spirit,
Talk to me about my spirit.
you don't
God
give a fuck.
light shine, honey.
You
When
don't-
God
you
light
don't-
shine, you get more
Anybody
hate.
is got the exude the confidence that you exude. It's a beautiful situation.
Thank you,
You
Gary.
don't give a fuck, and you heard
Gary.
it. You heard it from me because Justin
I
told
ain't
me you
gotta
was
shoot
funny. He don't put a title on niggas that ain't funny. I know her funny because I've
Yeah.
been knowing her for years.
Yeah.
But if he put,
Thank you, G.
I asked, I
Gary.
said, is she funny? He said, oh, nigga. If a nigga hit you with all nigga,
Thanks,
a
Justin.
nigga
You're
with,
welcome.
Yeah,
Appreciate
nigga.
you.
So I knew to just give you a rough time like that.
Okay.
And you want to know why I don't shit on people, and you probably don't either.
No, I don't.
When you have
just did
when
me
you
like
have
that.
immense,
I mean, she really dug in
But
Gary's
here-
ass.
here-
Yeah,
here
yeah.
what I-
What podcast you watching?
here-
You hear the shit she just said?
but she was
Fuck your
firing back.
feelings,
She was
yeah, I was
firing back.
firing
She was
back.
firing back.
I say,
Yeah, you
fuck
hit me
London's
first.
feelings.
You hit me first. You hit
When
me
you
first.
have immense security in your talent, you don't have the need to shoot at other people
No.
because you're not concerned. If you see somebody like Jamie Foxx is the most giving,
Yeah.
supportive. Shit, he knows how talented he is. So there's no reason to hate on him. You even look at somebody like Drake. Drake always giving somebody a shout
so
out.
much love to everybody.
To everybody.
Kevin too.
Yeah.
Kevin
and Kevin. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But
so
my-
that's the cloth I come from, where it's like I know how talented I am.
So I can show love.
So I can show love and I can share my platform and all that. I want people to see y'all because
Yeah.
people need to know about how great
and you
y'all
know,
are.
I reached out to Justin to be on this podcast. I asked him if I could be on the podcast.
That's big.
All right,
'Cause
that-
I'm
You know,
like,
the dude that showed
I
me
wanna
so
support.
much love in this industry is Mike Epps. I learned so much from Mike and just how to do the business and how to carry myself once I get on stage and then off stage. He's one of those giving cats that let me go up on stage with him when other niggas was scared. You know what I mean? Like, if he not afraid, like, go ahead, G, do you. You know what I mean? That's, niggas
But
like
then
that I
this
got
is the
respect
thing.
for.
When you see people like that, you go, yes, I'm going to hold on to that. That's who I should be like. And we all say that. But then there's so many people that are terrible, that are just like gatekeeping and all that. And I'm like, there's no need for it. Because
You know what I found out?
we can
that
all win.
Here the difference is once you start to get, older in this game, I found out that life is too short to be angry.
Yeah.
So with that
Meditate,
spirit,
levitate, be great.
with that spirit, cause
got
niggas is
t-shirts
dropping off
coming.
of here like it ain't shit. I just feel why be so angry? God don't like that. So I always say, I'm just gonna have fun. Let me just
But
be
You
Gee.
know what? Be the change in the world that you want to see.
Come on
Exactly.
now.
And you have
But
changed.
Gary,
Yeah.
that's
now
what
you
I'm saying.
can't expect
You have
everybody
changed.
else to be as evolved.
Well, you say that.
You can't expect everyone to be as evolved as you are. So
Right.
I'm learning where I'm at in my evolution as a woman to have more patience
There you
with
go.
other people and not like you can either react or respond.
Yeah.
But if you react to something, you're reacting with your emotions.
There you go.
You can a response could just be being quiet. A response could be, helping someone with patience that is lashing out at you.
Yeah.
And it takes a very evolved person. I'm proud of you, Gary. I really
This
am.
is the thing.
I appreciate
It's
it.
like Gary
Very
learned that
mature,
lesson.
evolved person.
Gary learned
to
that
do
lesson
and
through
say what you're
humbling.
saying.
He
Why
learned
did-
that lesson through being humble.
Because that's what
so
God
some
do.
people just
Yeah.
need to be the people that we all know,
Rock
the
bottom.
comics
that are a certain way. They just need to be humble.
Well, and not only do they not need to be humble, but God got a way of humbling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
And-
do it for you.
And so I witnessed that personally firsthand on God sitting me down and saying, nah, bruh, I'm gonna give you some time out.
And no, not one of us here is God, so we can't determine for those
No,
people
I'm
that
going to
did that
determine.
to
Yeah,
you.
I'm going to determine.
No, you
it.
cannot.
I'm going to
London.
determine. I want to determine.
Okay, London is now
I'm
God.
determining it.
London on the track.
Yes.
This motherfucker.
London on the track. I'm determining it.
Okay.
I'm getting nervous.
Dear
Yeah.
God. Can
Halloween
I
just
get
passed.
No,
special?
you don't. You're not getting. You're getting a special. You're getting a special.
And you get
You're
a
getting a
special, you get a
special.
special.
We're all getting
Thank you,
special.
London.
Hey, but this is something I be thinking about too, man. The people like you got a relationship with Kat also?
Cat Williams?
Yeah.
I know Cat.
Okay. But definitely with Mike, is there any part of you that you want them to produce your special?
Well, I'm in talks right now with Mike
Okay.
to do my special. But I also wanted to be prepared to do a special. And I learned this from Jamie. Jamie said, in order to do a special, you got to have something special to talk about.
Very
Amen.
true.
Yeah.
And so now that my life is revolved and now I have new purpose, even being out here in California, I have something to talk about. And so now I feel that I'm ready. So in God's time, like I said, you can rush it and put out some bad shit, and now niggas is like, I don't want to even see the new shit that was good.
Oh my God, people are
Very
just
true.
like
You know.
throwing
Yeah.
anything out.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't like, because I think we're living in this world where everything's so quick and fast, and because of social media, everyone's trying to win. And before social media, we wouldn't be watching who's got a special when, where, hit. Everyone's just doing their own thing.
Right.
But now, because everybody wants to be seen to be doing something,
There
even
you go.
outside of
There you
comedy,
go. There you go.
everyone's like, oh, I got this special on
There you
YouTube.
go.
I got this special.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
just chill. Just chill. It's okay.
Hey, dude, London,
if you don't have a special
you hit the
right
hammer
now.
on the fucking
Like,
nail with
it's
that.
okay.
Everybody doing something.
Everyone's forcing it.
Yeah.
And like, it's like,
Have
don't force it.
Have you ever heard a motherfucker say that they ain't doing shit? Like, what you doing? Nigga,
I
I got all kind of
this,
shit
this,
popping.
I got this,
Boy,
this, I got
hey.
this, and it's
now,
like,
I got
if you
2
don't-
meetings today.
Listen.
And then I got to call.
Listen, after my special,
going to
after my special
Paramount.
dropped, I didn't go on stage for another year and a half. And
Dang.
my friends were like, why don't you go? You got to be on stage.
Working
I was
on
like,
this
I've got
shit.
nothing to say.
How about that?
I'm not going to go on stage until I have something to say.
Now let me ask you this: do you feel like your new special is
It's
special?
funnier
It's
than
funnier.
my last shit
Okay.
because I waited until I had something to say.
Yeah.
My first special is called To Catch a Dick. My new special is called To Catch a Bouquet. It's about whether I want to be a
Now,
wife.
what's up with
I
this
had to
catch a
evolve
dick shit?
to
Now-
catch a
now,
dick.
Are you very sexually active?
Very sexually active.
Now, do you have somebody that's fucking you now?
No, I have several people. No, I'm joking. I have none. I was dating this
Well,
guy,
let me,
but I
let
ended
me
it.
get your information after the show.
I don't think
'Cause
you fit the criteria.
I think that
but
you're like
it's
the
okay.
nice look.
I don't think you
I
fit
think you're
the
like. I think you're like
criteria.
your back.
I don't
How
think-
much longer do we have
You fit
before
the
this is
criteria.
over?
My bad. My bad. London, my bad.
No,
I don't wanna-
all
I don't
I'm
wanna-
About
saying-
10 minutes.
all
About
I'm saying
10.
is-
Somebody
My bad,
give
Don't
these.
force it.
I apologize.
My
Give them
moral
the light,
is,
please.
I'm
Give
my
done.
them
moral
the
is
light.
don't
I'm
force
done.
it. It's
I'm
okay
done.
if you don't have anything to say.
I'm so
it's
done right
okay.
now.
Right.
Wait till you do.
My career
And
is
now that
over
I
with.
do, I'm loving
Well, good.
performing. So
Well,
yeah.
good. Yeah, because
Catch
I
it.
remember when I first seen you, you seemed a little hesitant about
That was my first time
That was your first
performing.
time. Yeah,
dick.
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
What about
Yep.
that catch a dick?
Yeah.
Sometimes
I ain't
women
catching
gotta
nobody's dick.
let me ask you this about catching dick.
Yes.
No, hear me out. How much do y'all feel like y'all image and beauty plays into how important do you think it is when it comes to your success or gaining certain opportunities?
Do you know what? I didn't think it was important at all because I'm not considered as attractive in Britain. So I've never been.
Oh, you attractive
hot.
here in LA?
Yeah, I'm hot now. I wasn't
said
hot
I'm
in
hot
England.
now.
I was like, if I was on TV in the UK, there would never be comments like, "Oh, she's so fine."
Are you
or like,
are you getting that
whatever.
in America?
Yes.
Okay.
There are going to be
All right.
comments
Hey,
underneath this
Justin,
podcast.
thank you for having me on the show.
There's going to be comments
That's
underneath
right.
this
London
podcast
is very attractive.
saying
Yeah,
that
she
I'm
is.
attractive.
No, you are. No, you are.
And saying that I'm fine
got
or
great
that they want to
skin.
hit.
Let me tell you
that they
something.
want to
You
smash.
are.
And also, my DMs are insane.
I already
So
know
it's
that.
like,
I'm
I
about
didn't
to
have
DM you.
this until I moved here.
What's your thing? What's your deal?
The London Hughes.
I'm about to hit you right now.
Thanks.
Can you answer?
But this is the thing.
This whole
I
thing
guess
has
it plays
been
into it.
This Gary been flirting this whole time.
I asked if they should sit together a long time. I'm very uncomfortable.
Let me tell you what she just
just
said.
wanna
Where
leave.
I caught a lot of you motherfuckers that catch it. You're not my type, and I heard it loud. When you hear it loud, you take heed to it. Don't put your face in
my
the
ass.
shit. Don't keep on. And because she hit Justin up and said, that nigga just DM me talking about what you doing later. Like, what the fuck? You think I'm gonna have her say that shit on the next podcast? Shit, she ain't even trying to catch my dick.
But-
You
I
know what
really
mean?
am not. And I don't need to catch them. They come to me.
Oh my
Right,
God.
of course. But so, how do you
No,
feel?
I don't. I'm the complete opposite. I don't do any vulgar stuff on stage. I go to
Vulgar.
no.
It's
Way.
feminist,
I don't,
honey. Don't give me vulgar. It's not vulgar.
No, it's not.
It's
Uh-oh.
expressing myself in a feminist way.
I like it.
It's not vulgar.
like that,
I
Dutch.
don't like
Since
that
I wasn't
term.
talking about you, he asked me a question.
But this is what I'm saying.
Talking about dick.
Not just
my
your
shoulders
material, not just your
Yeah,
material.
okay.
I'm just saying your beauty in general. Like, do you feel like it plays a part in the opportunity?
Yes.
Hear me. This is
But it is a lot of
maybe
ugly-
this is a better question. Do
ugly
you prefer a man saying, "Yo, Vaughn is attractive," or you prefer him saying, "Yo, she's funny"?
She's funny.
If
Or do you ever hear she only reason why she on stage because she got a fat ass?
That too.
Have you heard that?
ain't
before?
nobody gonna say that to my face.
Yes, that's
But,
the thing.
but they ain't gonna say it, but they let you go up.
I don't think that I get stage
I'm just
time
having
'cause
fun.
I-
You know,
This is
just
the
go
thing.
along.
This
Come
is
on.
the thing.
I
This
mean,
is the
I've been
thing.
trying to answer the
This
question
is the
for
thing.
like
It
10
actually
minutes,
goes.
but
It actually
you
goes
could
against
DM me
you.
later. I could since you follow me on
goes
Instagram.
against
I'll try to
you if you're
answer the
too
question later. Since you know
goes
you had
against you.
asked me.
Hold
a
on.
question.
Let her go.
I forget the question at this point.
So yeah, it's basically what he was asking too. Like, do you feel like you may get stage time?
Oh,
or
here's the thing. I have had to, like, if someone brings me on stage to anything that has to do with my appearance, I will check them. You're not going to bring Justin up like, oh, look at he's hot, he's fine,
Well,
coming to the
he's not.
stage.
He's not none of that.
I mean,
But
I would do.
he
I would
he got
actually
a
do
beard
that.
now. It finally grew in.
I would actually.
and
do
he's
that.
working.
To the stage.
And he's working.
I would do that. I actually would bring him up doing that.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
know.
Lord.
I would.
Right.
They-
So
You know he's married, right?
No, I know.
She can flirt. It's okay.
I would bring him up that way.
So to answer your question,
His
do
wife
you
is in
prefer
this video
pretty or
booth.
funny? Like my pretty ain't got nothing to do with my funny. That's completely irrelevant. I
Right.
have things.
So
to
you
say,
never
things
had
to
that
talk
happen.
about.
That's what we asked.
No,
You
I
have-
just said it. I've had to address it, like people
Oh.
bringing me up on stage with something that has
So
to do
do
my
you
appearance.
think people
with my
will
appearance.
think that about you? Do you think guys will look at you and think that you're only on stage because you're pretty?
Possibly, but once you do your job on stage,
that part.
Exactly.
It
that's
eliminates
the
that.
end of the conversation.
And I know this
Exactly.
ain't my podcast, but
No, go for it.
But
This
this
is
question
this
for,
is
this
our
question
shit. It's a
this question
community.
is for both of y'all, London and my girl V. Who inspire you guys as women comedians? Who inspired you guys?
Do you know what? Mine was different because I'm in the UK and I'm not really inspired by any British comics. Jean Leashere, when I was a kid, she was the only black female comic doing it.
Killing it.
And she moved to America. And I remember thinking, I'm never going to move to America. Britain's going to respect me. They're going to respect me because they didn't respect Gina. They did not give her flowers. And now she's here. But I
Killing it now.
then had to basically do the same thing she did. And I was like, oh no, Britain is never going to change. They're just going to disrespect black women until we all leave. But once I got here, I looked at Tiffany Haddish because Tiffany Haddish, when she was popping up on the scene
Her
like
swag.
and taking over the world,
She got a great story
her
too.
energy was like a bit like mine on stage. She's very high energy and so am I. And
Dancing.
so I was like, oh my God, she reminds me of me. And then when I first started doing gigs out here, they were calling me the British Tiffany Haddish.
Get outta
And
here.
I loved it. I was like, I will take that.
But
Tiffany.
Tiffany has a great story. She has a great story with her being a foster child and all that. She has a
yeah,
great
no, I know.
And God
I've read that
honors
book.
that if you really, because God got a great sense of humor. Because people used to talk shit about Tiffany. And now look at Tiffany.
I
Them
know.
motherfuckers is working for her.
Exactly. So I think Tiffany, I would say, is like
That one.
the woman I saw that said, oh, she reminds me of me.
And what about you, V?
When I was younger, it was Whoopi Goldberg for me.
There you
When I
go.
moved to New York, I wanted to do everything
wow.
Whoopi was doing.
That's that New York
Comedies,
shit.
yeah.
That's that New York
When
shit.
I was a little girl when her HBO special came out.
I literally,
and
let me cut you. I
memorized-
literally started watching it last night. My first
Oh, yeah.
time.
So good. Well, your first time?
First time. It's on
It's
HBO
so
Max.
good.
I started watching it yesterday.
She's
Yeah.
a queen.
I
didn't know it was
I
HBO.
memorized all the different characters and all
Yes, she
that.
did.
Yeah, and I would perform it for my mom and my sister and my little stuffed animals and stuff. So it was Whoopi Goldberg for me. I wish that she did more just straight stand up. Like more, she's so phenomenal to me. But that's who it was for me.
When did you start getting your first check to start as a woman comedian to get paid?
As a woman comedian.
I didn't mean it like that, but as a female
As a
comedian.
female.
As a comedian, you
female.
mean?
Well, I'm only addressing it as of how it is going for a female.
Okay.
You know, but of course you guys are comedians.
Okay.
But I want to know. I just want to know how it is because this is a man's sport. It's men driven. So I just wanted to know
I
the
don't
struggles.
know. I haven't gotten paid yet. Can you stop bumping me so I can get a check?
Wait a minute. You haven't gotten paid in LA yet?
I was kidding.
Oh,
She
oh,
just
okay.
talking.
I nearly
Well, at
believed
least
you
I said
too.
LA. I knew New York, but I was like in LA. I ain't know.
She the
No,
queen
no,
in
no,
New
no,
York.
no.
No, I was saying Gary take all the
Are you from
checks.
New York?
I'm from Pittsburgh, but I grew
Lived
my
in New
comedy
York.
in
Do you
New
live
York.
in
I
New York?
just no. I
Not
just
no more.
moved here in
Okay.
July.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
I see her everywhere now.
So I'm going to New York next week for the first time.
You're gonna love
Oh,
it.
Yeah, I can't
You
wait.
gonna
are
to
you
do
doing
kill
the
it.
comedy festival?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm doing the New York Comedy Festival November 10th.
Okay.
And speaking of specials, I'm doing my show concept for the New York Comedy festival is 30 is the new 60. And the way I came up with that is because like we were talking about earlier, everybody just throwing trash out there. Like everybody think they ready for a special and everybody think they ready for an hour. It's like, are you though? You got to know where you are. And like, if in my mind, if you can like combine, like you have to work with what's going on today with technology and the whole do-it-yourself and social media and this. What are you doing? If you could combine like traditions of comedy, like your first special shouldn't be an hour. Just my opinion. You coming out the gate with an hour, maybe not.
I mean, why not?
It's a little.
If you got an hour, if you got an hour.
I just did.
But I think
my first special was an hour.
Okay, I'm sure it was fabulous.
Hour and 7 minutes.
I feel like every time I say something, it seems like I'm talking about you, but I'm not talking about you. I don't know your work. I'm sure your hour is great. I'm sure that you caught a lot of dicks and all of that. And it wasn't vulgar. It was meaningful, everything. I'm talking about me at some point when I get to talk. I just was talking about my opinion.
But listen,
it ain't at you.
This is what I'm about to say.
I
just I do solo episodes of this podcast sometimes called In My Feelings. And what I said was a lot of new specials aren't special.
That's all I was getting at. And sometimes if you take a look at where you're at, and I'll just talk about me. I'm like, look, if I look at what I feel like I have ready for a special, I would want to do 30, not 60.
Me too.
And you just be honest with yourself. Everybody want to puff their chest out like, oh, I'm the greatest. Well, are you? Because if you throw that 60 out there and you really ready for 30, then are you? So London, I'm sure you were ready.
London said, "I got it."
Ain't nobody talking about you.
No, I know.
But that's where I came up with the concept for my thing that I'm doing. 30 is the new 60.
And you know what? And everybody's path is different.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why, just like everybody
because Ali Wong came out with her hour, and she destroyed, and her career went to the next level. But
it's a lot of people that did that. But here's the funny part: they didn't used to give out hour specials. When DL
That's what I was getting at. Like
used
back
to do
in
half
the day,
hour. HBO was only doing half hour.
You would do a half hour on Comedy Central or HBO,
That's a fact.
and you would earn your hour, and then that would be your breakout.
HBO will give you an hour.
So that's all I was saying. I wasn't putting an opinion on your comedy or anybody else out there in the comedy world. I was just saying for me, like combining the traditions of how it used to be done with what's going on now. I want to do the 30 is the new 60.
Only thing with Netflix that you gotta have an hour. They won't.
Yeah,
even,
Netflix are not gonna get.
You don't have to do Netflix.
No, you don't have to do Netflix. No, you can do HBO.
HBO still do 30.
HBO still do 30.
Do comedians of the world as well, and I think they do half an hour on that one. You know, when they group it with the comics together, maybe it's 20 minutes.
Because Brian Simpson, he did one with a bunch of different comedians, and that was all half hours.
Yeah,
and I agree. So look at this. Even people used to do half hours. Chappelle, Chris Rock,
all of them,
all the greats, they started with half hours. But this is what I was gonna say too. Even Earthquake, the one that actually really started to get his career moving, was like 35, 40 minutes. His Netflix special, that was actually about 40 minutes. It wasn't an hour. And so I feel like instead of people doing an hour just to say they did an hour, you need to really say, yo, am I destroying
that whole hour?
Is this
so
material?
It's no filler.
So it's no filler. And I feel like too many specials nowadays have too much filler.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
In Britain,
30 is the new 60.
We do.
I love that.
We do our specials in the UK mainly. We don't really do half an hours, but it's mainly because we'll do our club set, which is like a 10 or a 20. And then after that, you're supposed to just progress into your hour. But I think you're right. You should never, ever do an hour if you're not ready.
I seen cats, at the comedy clubs. Like when I'm doing all the improvs and shit like that, of course I'm doing an hour 15. Oh my God. And the difference is with that is, of course, you got to do that time. They don't even book you unless you got the time.
Well, there's a difference between a TV taping hour and
an
hour in the club.
Right. And the reason why I say that,
because there will be a lot of filler. You could do an hour on the road. You could do an hour in a club. Yeah. But what is that good? What of
How's
that
gonna
hour
translates on camera?
To camera is probably about 30 or 40.
Where I was going with it is I seen a lot of headliners struggle because they did a nice 30 and they was killing,
And then
it started winding
filler.
down. Then it's all
Yes,
filler
exactly.
time, and now the audience like, hey nigga, you should go back up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've seen that with people. It's only so many niggas that got us hour.
This is the thing.
And
so
those niggas are dead
I'm
right now.
debuting my new hour to catch a bouquet at the New York Comedy Festival. I did it at the Netflix festival here.
Dope.
Doing the New York Comedy Festival on the 11th, Friday, the 11th
Yeah.
of November. And I am doing that because I want it to be the killer hour it is. You know?
Now to catch a bouquet. Now where did that concept come from?
So when I wrote To Catch a Dick, I came up with the idea for all the next specials of my life because
about
I
that?
only want there to be about 4 or 5. So it's just going to be like To Catch a Dick is about me turning 30. Nobody had proposed to me.
Oh,
And so
wow.
I go back through my dick catching history to find out what went wrong. So that's what that show is. And then To Catch a Bouquet is about whether I'm ready to be a wife.
Get married.
Yes. And then to the next things will be obviously the kids,
How
the
about
divorce
that?
and all that
Now
kind of stuff.
you want kids?
Oh, she's like, I'm definitely getting a divorce because I got to do my special.
Literally.
So this nigga don't know. He
And
just
I
part of
don't-
your story.
I
He don't even have
yeah.
an idea.
This is what I'm saying. It's all about real life.
Yeah. He
Because
don't
I
even
want the
know.
special.
He don't know, nigga. I'm getting a divorce. From
I'm
you.
then going to divorce you for
Yeah.
the special. Look
So-
at Ali Wong. Ali Wong's new material post-divorce is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Well, I knew she was gonna get a divorce after that her last special.
Right? We all knew it
When
was
I
coming.
saw her last special, I said, "No
Yeah,
man
there's no
is
way.
gonna stick through
But
this."
her new special is fucking gold.
Now,
I mean,
great.
have you ever heard of this? Not you, V, but London. Have you ever heard of this woman comedian named Samoa?
some more? Yeah. She's a bad bitch.
She's a monster.
bad-
She's
Yeah.
a monster.
Yeah.
I think she deserves more flowers, actually.
She does.
I feel like Monique.
She drives actually the
Monique's got her
same Bentley
special.
that Eddie got.
Had Samore got a Netflix special? Monique's got hers coming up, right? But had Samore got one?
I think she's done one.
I feel
I
like
think
she
she's
doesn't-
done one.
Well,
yeah,
see, this-
she's
there's
done
a
the Queen.
difference.
She
There's
done
a
the
difference
Queen.
between having an original Netflix special and having your special on Netflix. They're two different things. So if you have your special on Netflix, that just
mean they
means
paid for it.
they paid what? But change,
To buy it.
some change.
They
but
buy
you,
It's not-
but you also own it.
But you own it, but they paid you and you rent it to them for a
Right.
bit amount of time.
Right. Yeah.
But if you have an original Netflix special, that means Netflix produced it and they paid you to
Absolutely.
make it and they
And
own
they
it.
own it.
They'll
And
probably
they pay
market
you
it.
more
They'll probably
money
market it
because
too.
I
they-
need to own my stuff.
because they own it
Yeah.
forever. So with my Netflix special, I was deciding because I had an offer from HBO. I had offers from all the streamers, and I went with Netflix because one, I wanted it to be something that was around forever. I wanted to be gone from this world, and you can still find me
about
instead
that?
of gone from this world. It's like where's the special? It might be on YouTube, Amazon, who knows? I was like, and the check, like Netflix pay very nicely for specials,
Yeah.
and so for me, I was like. I that's what I want. Maybe down the line, I could be like, actually, I want to own my own stuff. I don't know, but I think when you're a new comic and you're trying to make your mark,
Yeah, you trying
Yeah.
to get in
I
the
was
game.
like, I'm gonna put
It's
it
like
on Netflix.
it's like a rapper signing with a major record label.
Yeah.
So it makes sense what you're doing.
And then
you know?
after that, I became like Netflix family. I've got a few other shows on Netflix, and
Nice.
they're like, I'm in there, but it kind of means that I can't really. My next special's not going to be on HBO or anything.
This
but-
is what I feel. Even with like, there's a lot of comedians that have done, like Earthquake did a special before. Some more might have done a special before. It still goes to what Vaughn is saying, which is you are a killer on the road, but you want your shit to stand out and
when they show it.
When they show it, and you want your shit to penetrate pop culture. That's how I determine how great a special is. I'm like, did it penetrate pop culture, right? And so it don't matter if you could do an hour and a half on the road. That's
Yeah.
great. That's fantastic. You could be a monster on the road.
Yeah.
Even if you don't do nothing, Martin Lawrence half-hour special. If you really time it, the actual stand-up portion, it was like 22 minutes because
Yeah.
he did like a little sketch
Yeah.
in the beginning. But if you time the
Which
actual
one?
his half
Run
hour,
Tell
Half
that?
hour.
no, it's before Run Tell.
Before-
What's our monster?
That was
Yeah,
an
Run
hour.
Tell that was a monster.
It's when he was doing the Fly bit. He got a whole bit about
He had the brown sweat,
the
the
movie The
swine
Fly.
leather.
Yeah,
I
kid,
remember.
kid from Kid and Players in the audience.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a comedy nerd, bro.
He's
Yeah.
so young.
But I think he was like 22, 23 at the time or something. But if these comedians would just take their best shit and condense it,
There you go.
cut out the fat, trim that shit, and just say, yo, this is a hot 20, hot 30 minutes.
There you go.
I guarantee you it would do more for
And
their
that's
career.
what I'm doing on November 10th at the New York Comedy Festival. It's called 30 is the New 60.
Yeah, what's y'all social media? We finna get the fuck out of here. What's y'all
I'm at
socials?
Von Decarlo, VonDecarlo, funnyvon.com. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's
G.
what's up. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm on all social media. I'm Gary G Thing Johnson
G-thing.
on everything. Of course, I have disassociated myself
With the G thing.
with G Thing, but on social media, I'm still attached to
You're
him.
still attached.
I still got to call Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and all the other people to let them know that I have disassociated myself. So on the Fuck Your Feelings podcast, I would like to let everybody know that I have disassociated myself with G Thing. I'm no longer. I'm Gary Johnson. I'm a
Fuck
grown ass
G-Thing's
man.
feelings.
Fuck G Thing's
Fuck
feelings.
G-thing's feelings.
Yes.
In London,
What?
socials,
Oh,
what they should look out for. You.
Oh, yeah. So,
I forgot to tell you what I want to look. I got
sorry.
shit.
To look out for, no. Gary G. Thing
Go.
Johnson.
No, go ahead, London.
I'm not going to cut off a black man.
No.
Do
No.
your thing.
No, go ahead, London.
Well, funnyvon.com, I got a lot of other dates other than November 10th at the New York Comedy Festival.
you
So
go.
if you go to
You working.
funnyvon.com, you'll see a bunch of other dates. Make sure you're following me on social media at Von Decarlo, VonDecarlo. I just wanted to
Fucking
get in
working.
between
London.
y'all fucking feelings.
Where-
I don't know
London.
if too many people.
What's your
gonna-
socials?
My socials, the London Hughes, TheLondonHughes.
love it.
Instagram and Twitter, and then you can just type London Hughes into Netflix. About 7 shows will come up. Watch them all.
Hey.
They're all with me, and my special's called To Catch a Dick.
Hey
I
man.
love
Yeah.
it.
And G, you said one last thing.
No, I got a lot of shit that I got some shit coming on tonight,
Okay.
but I know this shit ain't gonna show for another
I'm
3.
gonna post it on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, the show will be over with. So ain't no need to. And I don't know if I should announce it on here anyway because
Announce it.
Go for it.
Talk your shit.
Not that many people gonna see it.
What is
And,
it? I'll watch it.
No, ain't that.
I'll support you.
No, everybody gonna watch it. But
I'll support you, G Thing.
The show you were telling me
Yeah.
about. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you signed an NDA or something.
yeah,
What
But
show
don't-
is it? Tell us after.
Yeah, I'll tell you
I'm
after.
literally I'm trying
and
to follow
then
you.
I am working on. I brought in some people. I am writing the special right now. We do have a situation that we get ready, and it's about damn time.
G
That's why I'm
G
changing
a
it.
beast. G a beast, bro.
Is it a
That's what I'm
half
saying.
hour or an hour?
No, mine is an hour.
Come on.
Should be an hour.
Yeah,
Yes,
I got.
definitely.
Come
I got.
Because how long you been doing it? 20 years now? 20,
Over.
30? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So I
Wow.
respect it. But I would still say.
Wait. How long has Gary been doing it? Because G Thing
Well,
took
G-Thing-
up a lot of that time.
Yeah.
G
that's
Thing
true.
did take up a lot of that time, and he wasn't shit for a lot of those. G Thing was full of shit a lot of those times. I think I might have been funny for all the years that I've been doing. I've probably been funny probably about 10 years.
Yeah, since I seen you, you've been killing. You've
Yeah,
been
so
destroyed
10
at the
years
J-Spot.
to find out who I really am.
That's
as
real.
A meeting, because niggas, you might have started off back then. You weren't killing it.
Exactly.
It
It takes time to develop.
Yeah,
That's
but
everybody.
now I'm
That's
You're
like-
comfortable in
everybody.
your skin.
Yeah, now it's like I used to be like look at the list and like who nigga don't put me up behind him. I don't
Really?
want. But now niggas is looking at my name on the list like
Yeah, G a beast.
don't
now.
put up.
Like, who is Gary?
Yeah, what happened to G Thing?
Yeah, now it's gonna be tricked.
Jesus.
Now it's gonna be tricked. Like nigga, put me up behind this Gary Johnson nigga. Is that? Nigga, I ain't gotta tell me that was G thing. Nigga.
The G Thing?
Yeah,
Hey man,
this
this
is
has
fun.
been. Hey man, I appreciate y'all.
I didn't have fun. I'm triggered. And I need therapy now.
Shout out to
I
London.
haven't
My shoulders is
been
cold.
This was amazing.
Fuck your
Shit.
feelings.
This was a fuck your feelings episode. This was a genuine fuck your feelings
No, for
episode.
real.
We had G. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you,
I'm never
London.
coming back
Y'all
here
are
again.
incredible. It's
So
your boy
stressed
Justin
out.
Hyers. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And if you've been offended by anything we said today, remember one thing.
Fuck your
Fuck
feelings.
your feelings.
I want me down, I get it. Hate that I keep winning. Stab my back, it's tempting.